After 40 years of commanding the skies, Air Jamaica's first female commercial pilot and captain has retired her wings. In this week's edition of A Ray of Hope, she recaps history by sharing her transition from being a flight attendant to holding the highest rank a pilot can attain. With that story, here's Kayan Morgan.
Soaring the skies. It's what Maria Ziade Haddad knows best and loves most. Hailing from Montego Bay, the retired commercial airline pilot said her love for flying started when her mother first took her on a flight at the age of 5. Little did she know her fascination would develop into a 4-decade career. As a teen, Mrs. Haddad said she was steered towards female-dominated jobs. However, at the time, she wanted to study medicine. When that didn't work out, she went overseas to study social studies and psychology. However, her heart had other plans. Plans which brought her back home, where she applied for a summer job at Air Jamaica as a flight attendant in 1974.
I ended up being there for over 3 years because as I started asking questions about how, one could fly and if they hired female pilots. The VP of Flight Ops who was there, he said no, they didn't have female pilots and they were not planning to hire female pilots.
A little disappointed, however, not daunted. Mrs. Haddad said her eagerness to learn saw her on a familiarization flight 6 months later. It was at that moment she knew what she wanted to become.
It was epic, and I said, no, I've got to do this. I've got to learn how to fly. So as I earned the flight attendant pay, I would save it up, go down to Wings Jamaica at Tinson Pen.
Taking 6 months of study leave, she went to Florida, where she earned a commercial license in multi-engine and instrument ratings. Back home, she returned to flight attending as she worked to pay off her loan. She also did a little instructing on the side. Her breakthrough came when a second officer pilot position opened up at Air Jamaica in 1979. As the years flew by, Mrs. Haddad matriculated to captain in 1996, being the first female captain to pilot Air Jamaica. A year later, she created history again when she and her team commissioned the very first all-female flight in the Western Hemisphere. She remembers it like it happened yesterday.
20 years prior, women in Jamaica were not even allowed to apply. So it was a sense of accomplishment for women generally.
Mrs. Haddad spent over 30 years at Air Jamaica. However, when the airline sold to Caribbean Airlines in 2010, she applied to Atlas Air in the US, where she spent another 10 years. Here, she earned one of her biggest achievements, piloting a Boeing 747 aircraft. She explained what it felt like to be a captain.
Everybody's nervous, can they do it? But I was successful. That I would put to hard work, discipline, focus, help from colleagues and family, and support from them too.
Mrs. Haddad says the gender stereotype associated with jobs are nothing but a facade and should not be used to limit one's dream.
The only thing I think a man can't do is become pregnant and have a child. So, we can share roles. Having dreams, not giving up on your dreams and your passions. Dreams and passions are there for a reason to motivate you.
With a ray of hope, I'm Kayan Morgan.